Welcome to the Valley Urban Farm. This is episode 10, and you join me while we are busy clearing the two big greenhouses and putting the product into the fish tanks. So we did get our soya beans produced, as well as some more corn, and we've also got a couple of extra products in cotton. So when you choose what to produce on these greenhouses, I chose carob crops, which supplied both corn and soya, which is what we need, soya beans should I say, which is what we needed for the fish tanks, but it also produces cotton, so we have a byproduct basically of cotton, which we're not going to sorry, I'm just looking at something which we are not going to scoff at, is what I was going to say. We are certainly going to be collecting them. When we've got a decent amount, we will be taking them to the spinnery. I think there's a spinnery. Well, there should be a spinnery on the map somewhere. So it looks like each day's worth of production, or each month's worth of production, is going to give us 2 bales of cotton. Oh, maybe even buy our own clothing factory somewhere along the line. It's not something I thought about with working out how I was going to play the game, but yeah, wouldn't want to build it in a clothing factory in the town. But I suppose we could have a look and see what's around the production area where the grape processing plant and oil mill is. See if there's any way we can expand that little area without it costing us too much money. But that would be in the future. Right now we need to get going on getting the fish producing so that we can get some income from the fish. And that's that. Cleared up nicely. Deliver some strawberries to the stall. I mean, it's not a huge amount that we get from these deliveries to stall, so it's about 1,600. Good enough though. This is tomatoes to the other stall. The good thing, of course, about producing in the greenhouses is that we don't have the effect of winter. Now this is all very exciting. So during the course of the evening I was in deep negotiations with a store, and we've bought the Hurleyman electric tractor. We've fully spec'd it out, so 136 horsepower I think. Nice Hurleyman green, and we've also put in a front loader attachment. We had to do that because when we traded in the forklift, we bought the two, at least the telehandler, and bought the 2 forklifts. I didn't realize straight away that the forklifts would not be able to handle the straw bales. So I thought I'd made a real bad mistake. But of course, when looking at the Hurleyman, I realized that we could put a front end load onto that, so that kind of solved that problem. So pretty happy about that. And it looks good. Nice and tidy inside. We'll just pick up a small weight. I will put this little weight that we're picking up now, I'll put that onto the other tractor and we'll take the heavier weight off the little tractor now, because the hurleyman will be doing the real heavy lifting now, and we'll use that weight with the hurleyman. Let's just go and drop off the front loader attachment. We'll keep that at the top farm. There we go. We'll head on down to the bottom farm, and we'll give the hurleyman a little bit of a test. We'll go and deliver some potatoes with it, I think. See how it does coming up this hill that we're just going down here. Right, so we've just about finished loading up the potatoes. It's quite a tight fit to drive down the side. The last time I did that I reversed in, but I can get down the side to be able to auto load those pallets of potatoes. Right, let's see how it handles this hill. My short-term memory is so bad. I thought I'd take a shortcut up there, and then realizing that I wanted to test it on this hill. Luckily there was no traffic coming along the way. Oh yeah, I mean, he's losing a bit of speed going up the steep hill, but not much compared to the other small tractor. And of course, he, old pedestrian, decided to slow our progress down, but the nice torque on this electric vehicle just pulled away from that on that uphill without a problem. Let's get this delivered, and then we'll see how it handles the little hill just as we leave the chip making facility. Should make 7 or 8 grand here now. Yeah, I do like the way it looks. It's kind of an old school looking tractor, but we've essentially doubled our horsepower. We'll keep the small tractor for now. It's very nippy around the farms. We'll just see if we're not using it, we might get rid of it. So I've just decided to take the hurleyman for another little drive. We're delivering some grapes down to the pizzeria, and yeah, much quicker than the other tractor. I've forgotten what the other tractor's called actually. We'll just call it small one. Has served us well in the startup of this little urban farm that we're getting going. I must say thank you to, I think it was Philip who suggested that I look at the hurleyman. I'm not sure that I would have looked at it without his suggestion, so thank you for that. So I think all the vehicles on our farm at the moment, with the exception of the John Deere of course, are electric. Might look to get rid of the little John Deere now that can use the small tractor. We're about to put that little trailer onto the small tractor. So I think, of course we had all the other attachments for the John Deere to little bits of farming, so no, we won't get rid of it right now. Right, so in the teaser I did say we were going to be planting some trees, and we're going to plant apple trees. So they will serve a dual purpose. They'll kind of make the place look quite nice. Some added trees. No, I don't think you should put that there. It's going to hamper the delivery process of water. I don't think it'll really hamper it, but just in case, we'll put it a little bit further down. Should be able to get 2 in this little corner here. A little bit further back than that. A little bit further back. Just get the angle right so that it's easy to do. Pick up the product when it's ready, and of course fill it up with water. They do take water, so we will most probably be filling, will be watering from the aquaponics system. Don't see why not. We'll see what happens. See if it takes it. I'm sure it will. So it's that 5 trees there. I don't want to put any up there just yet. Not quite sure what I'm going to be doing there. Going to be wanting to put some sort of drive-through shed down the center of that area to put the equipment in eventually. I think we can get 2 in this corner. Yep. Don't want to get too close to the silo. Put another one on this side. Don't want to get too close to the field either, just so that we don't hamper ourselves when we put one on either side of our little temporary abode. I suppose we'll have to start thinking about getting ourselves a decent place to stay. This mobile or Winnebago or whatever you want to call it has served us quite well, but I'm sure that the locals must be finding it a little bit of an eyesore. Haven't had any complaints as yet. I think they're just too happy that there's some sort of economic activity going on in the town at the moment. Right, so let's get some water going, and we'll go on top of the apple trees. So there's 10 of them in total. We'll do the first and last one. Well, we'll show the first and last one. We'll get them all filled up with water. They don't take anything else besides the water. They are fairly slow producing. I think 200 and something cycles per month, so it'll be interesting to see how much we actually get from them. So we've got 10 planted, and I think as we grow, if we plant a couple of apple trees around all the different areas, come to think of it, we might put some up in the farmers market area. It might be quite nice to have a couple of apple trees up there. So this is the last one now. Let's get that filled. Then we'll get them activated, get them producing. So we're in January now, so that's why they've got no leaves. So even though there are apples showing, I'm pretty sure there's no apples at the moment. Should be getting some nice apple blossoms in the spring. Yeah, 288 cycles per month. Let's just activate them all. Fantastic. Of course, we'll be putting those into the fruit producing factory, and we'll be making grape juice. And so that's pretty much the major developments for the rest of January. The rest of the day I've just spent replenishing all the greenhouses, making sure that they're fully stocked. It is quite a big job, routine job, so we'll try and show more of the things that we are doing that are interesting and not routine in the episodes, but we'll just do little montages of the routines, beginning of and end of every video, just to let you know that we are covering those, even if it is off camera. Now this is something I do have to look at, and that is the trailer that we have, that we are collecting herbicide in, does not dispense directly into the greenhouse, so we'll have to test out some other trailers, see if they will dispense into the greenhouses. Well, that's where we're going to end this episode, so thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheerio.